All right, are you curious what is going on in today's current real estate market? This is the number one question I get when I go to a party or a family function. What is going on with the real estate market? Today, I'm gonna break it down for you from what is going on from last April to this April of 2020 to 2021. So stick around and check it out. All right, we're back. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Rescue Ronnie Show. If you do like our content, please go and check it out at www.rescueronnieshow.com. All right, so let's jump into what's going on in Sacramento County and what the real estate market is actually doing. We're hearing a lot of things on the news. We're hearing a lot of things out on the internet, but let's see the actual stats of what is happening in the real estate market. So I'm gonna go back to April 2020 and now to April 2021 and see what happened in an actual year of what is going on in the real estate market. All right, so let's go to sold properties. So in April 2020, we had 1,006 properties sold. So April 2021, let's fast forward a year, we had 1,411 properties sold. That is a 40.3% increase, which is mind-blowing and staggering with an already hot market. All right, let's jump into price per square foot. All right, this is in Sac County. So price per square foot, April of 2020, it was $254. Fast forward 1 year, April 2021, it's $307 on average. That's a 20.9% increase in price per square foot. All right, so we do need to keep the pandemic in account. It did have some effect on the real estate market. People were not coming out of their houses, didn't want to sell, and that some of that stuff is still going on. But for the most part, it is pretty crazy. Let's talk about days on market. In April 2020, it took about 20 days on average to sell a house to get it into escrow. Now, fast forward a year in April 2021, we're about 12 days, less than 2 weeks things are sitting on the market before they're getting into escrow. And that is a 40% decrease in days on market. All right, let's really get down to business now. This is what you, as a homeowner, always want to know. What is my house worth? I'm gonna tell you, okay? All right, so in 2020, April of 2020, the average sold price in Sac County was $440,000. Pretty good, a lot better than it used to be 20 years ago. And then now, fast forward a year into 2021, the average sold price is $551,000. That is a 25.1% increase in price over 1 year. And I have news for you. It gets even better in May. It was a 33.1% increase in price. Swallow that one. So one of the major factors that is driving the real estate market today is there's really just no inventory out there. There's not a lot of houses out there for sale. Now we are growing, but there's not a lot of houses out there for sale. And I would imagine the release of the pandemic and things of that sort, things are gonna start opening up even more. But now let's compare the April 2020 to the April 2020. So in April 2020, we had 1.5 months of inventory. Now we have, in April 2021, we only have 0.5 months of inventory. So 2 weeks of inventory, which is a 64.6% decrease from what it was before a year ago. All right, so I like to give you guys a great perspective of what is really happening, but I cannot quote interest rates. I legally cannot quote interest rates. So I got some off the internet, so please do not quote me on these. Go to a lender and ask what your actual physical interest rate would be of today. All right, so let's just give you some basic numbers. So for a 30-year fixed loan, you're looking at a 3.13% on average for a 30-year fixed loan. Not bad. So a 15-year, it even gets better. So if you are willing to drop your loan period down to 15 years, you're gonna be getting a 2.44% interest rate on average. Now, if you are in those higher price points and you're looking at bigger price point properties, they're called jumbo loans. So a jumbo loan, you're looking at an average of about 3.38%. All three amazing, which is also driving the real estate market to go even higher and higher because money is very, very cheap right now. All right, so I hope these stats have really opened up your eyes and told you what is actually going on in the Sacramento County real estate market. These are actual trends and actual numbers that we have from these recent sales. So right now, the sales prices are just going ridiculous. So if you are potentially thinking of selling, you can make 25 to 30% more than you would have a year ago. That is a lot of money still back in your pocket. We're finding that there is still very low inventory, and then the interest rates are still low. So it is still okay for you buyers to potentially buy right now. Just be patient, hold your horses, and you will potentially get in a property. So as always, have the best day of your life, and adios.